Little People Big World spoilers. Roloff demonstrates his capability to achieve significant accomplishments independently of Tori. Greetings, viewers. Welcome back to my channel. For the most recent news updates, kindly subscribe to the channel and activate the Roloff recently undertook an independent endeavor without his wife, Tori Roloff, as revealed in spoilers for Little People Big World. What actions did Zach undertake independently? Zach demonstrates his ability to accomplish tasks alone. Little People Big World spoilers. Roloff and Tori Roloff are not constantly aligned. Zach and Tori appear to be an ideal pair as they frequently engage in activities together. Nonetheless, Zach has disclosed that they are diametrically opposed in certain circumstances. Zach and Tori have been married for several years, yet they do not consistently share identical beliefs or feelings. At times, they may exhibit considerable divergence. Tori is entirely devoted to her children and meticulously observes every aspect. Zach, conversely, is focused solely on task completion and entirely lacks the refinement that Tori exhibits in managing these matters. Zach identifies an issue and devises a prompt and ideally uncomplicated remedy that does not consume excessive time from his other commitments. LPBW spoilers. Roloff pursues his own path. Zach has lately created a reel on social media, as per the latest developments. He performed a voiceover reenactment in his reel. Zach subsequently incorporated other photographs depicting the adventures he and Tori had experienced. Zach included several of the excursions they had undertaken with their children as well. Zach subsequently remarked, presumably for the fans aware of Tori's involvement in such activities, "I accomplished this without Tori's assistance. Refrain from making judgments. I believe I successfully executed the timing, however, winky face." Zach's movie was charming, featuring delightful footage of the children and Tori engaging in their favorite activities. A brief display of enjoyable moments to illustrate his contributions to his family. Zach Roloff receives acclaim for his recent endeavor on Little People Big World. As most fans are aware, Tori is the individual consistently responsible for creating and disseminating videos for fans to view. Tori additionally manages all other family updates provided online. Tori recently criticized Zach in a post regarding his limitations. Supporters appreciate witnessing Zach's performance and leadership. Numerous LPBW enthusiasts commended Zach for his excellent work in compiling and sharing the film. Below are additional remarks from his post. A fan of Little People Big World remarked, "You performed exceptionally well." A second commenter remarked, "This is truly remarkable. Excellent work, Zach." Another individual remarked, "Sweet. I greatly miss observing you all on television." It was gratifying to observe fans of Little People Big World collectively acknowledging Zach's great performance and offering him praise, as this is an uncommon occurrence. Well done, Zach. Your performance on this task was exceptional. Little People Big World star publicly reveals their sexual orientation 6 years post-marriage and after having a child with their partner. Matt and Amy Roloff initially gained public attention through Little People Big World. They provided visitors with an intimate glimpse into their life raising 4 children on their farm in Oregon. Over the past 25 seasons, LPBW enthusiasts have witnessed the children in the family mature and develop before their eyes. The family encountered both poignant and tumultuous experiences. The controversy around Roloff Farm is one of the most significant ongoing issues. Recent social media activity of the family have suggested profound divisions among the Roloff kin. It encompasses disparities in personal convictions, particularly political ones, that have exacerbated tensions. A recent disclosure from a member of the extended Roloff family may be generating additional controversy. A participant from the show chose to reveal their truth, leaving people astonished. Little People Big World. The family has experienced tenuous relationships due to divergent political perspectives and ideologies. All fans of Little People Big World are likely aware that the Roloffs have consistently upheld their staunch conservative convictions. Their right-leaning ideas have been manifested through their social media activity and the virality of their statements online over the years. Whether in support of traditional Christian principles or exhibiting reservations towards progressive initiatives, the stance of the majority of the Roloffs is evident. This unaltered photograph has existed for years. However, an individual with strong familial connections has opted to disclose information publicly. Many viewers perceive this move as not just audacious, but also highly personal, particularly inside a profoundly conservative context. Who decided to disclose such a personal truth? Which star from Little People Big World has publicly identified as LGBTQ+? What was the response of the Roloffs? All have been speculating about which family member chose to embrace their authenticity. It is none other than Isabel Roloff, the spouse of Jacob Roloff. The couple married in 2019 and had a son, Mateo, in 2021. They currently reside at Roloff Farms with Matt Roloff. Fans are well aware that Jacob and Isabel have consistently distinguished themselves from the rest of the family. Their social media exhibits progressive perspectives. Moreover, Jacob had explicitly contested the show's depiction of the family. Notwithstanding this, his father, Matt, entrusted Jacob with the management of the farm, suggesting a subtle yet respected partnership. In early June, Isabel publicly identified as bisexual in an emotive TikTok video for Pride Month. Subsequently, a fan questioned about the Roloff family's response. Isabel indicated that one member contacted her with affection and encouragement. Although she did not specify their names, she clearly indicated that their gesture held significant meaning. Since that time, speculation has proliferated. Supporters promptly excluded Audrey and Tori. Ultimately, both are recognized for their fervent Christian convictions. Many believe it was probably Molly Roloff. She departed from the show years prior and favors a life far from the spotlight. Molly has consistently maintained her privacy. Nonetheless, her discreet support may have conveyed significant meaning for Isabel. Monitor TV season and spoilers for additional updates regarding Little People Big World. LPBW. A member of the Roloff family publicly identifies during Pride Month. A member of the Roloff family from LPBW publicly identifies as part of the LGBTQ+ community, as initially reported by Parade. Isabel, the wife of Jacob Roloff from Little People Big World, publicly identified as bisexual during Pride Month. In early June, Isabel shared a video on TikTok elucidating her sexual orientation. "Hello, I have aspired to create this video for several years," she commenced her message. "However, various factors have impeded me, and it has not seemed like the appropriate moment. Now, in commemoration of Pride Month, I feel more prepared than ever to express my truth." Isabel, who wed Jacob, the youngest offspring of Matt and Amy Roloff, in 2019 and gave birth to a boy, Mateo, in 2021, subsequently made a startling statement. "I identify as bisexual," she asserted. She stated, "It is an aspect of my identity that I've been aware of throughout my life, but I only fully accepted it a few years ago." In the video, Isabel stated that she married into a highly religious family and expressed concern that if she revealed her sexuality, they would not wish to maintain contacts with her. In a subsequent TikTok post, Isabel revealed that a member of the Roloff family contacted her to express their support for her coming out. Tori and Audrey Roloff from LPBW hint at a camping excursion following a familial dispute. Tori Roloff and Audrey Roloff, former stars of Little People Big World, provided fans with insight into their latest collaborative camping excursion following their familial discord. Tori, 34, utilized her Instagram stories on Sunday, June 29th, to post multiple images of her children at the lake. Camping trip number 2 completed. "However, I have now completed my camping experience," she said with a photograph of her and husband Zach Roloff's children, Lila, 5, Josiah, 3, and Jackson, 8, dressed in coordinating pajamas. Another image depicted Jackson and his cousin Ember, aged 7, in the water together. "At Audrey Roloff, witnessing the growth of these two brings me immense joy," Tori commented beside the photograph. Tori persisted in chronicling the excursion by posting a photograph of Zach, 35, in the water with 2 of their children. "I am now officially settled for the year. Although it is not my preference, it is undeniably worthwhile on the rare occasions we participate, as the children derive immense joy from it," she noted. Although Tori and Audrey, 33, did not post any photographs together. Audrey verified her participation in the vacation by sharing an image of her children with husband Jeremy Roloff, Ember, Bo James, 5, Radley, 3, and Mirabella, 13 months, dressed in matching pajamas with their cousins. The four enjoyed an exhilarating camping experience with their cousins this weekend. "Mom and Dad require a nap," she captioned the photo. Tori and Audrey embarked on the journey with their families amidst their persistent familial discord. Fans previously seen the deterioration of Zach and his father Matt Roloff's relationship when Matt, 63, opted not to transfer their family property, Roloff Farms, to any of his offspring. Although twins Zach and Jeremy indicated interest in acquiring the property, Matt opted to list it for sale in May 2022. Zach and Tori estranged themselves from his family following the choice. Nevertheless, they provided an update about in response to a fan's inquiry regarding their present family dynamics. Zach stated that everything was satisfactory. He remarked that he shares a commendable relationship with his sister, Molly Roloff, and described his rapport with his youngest brother, Jacob Roloff, as decent. However, Zach did not clarify the status of his relationship with Jeremy, 35, during the podcast episode. Tori Roloff from LPBW shares endearing family photographs, eliciting overwhelming admiration from fans. Tori Roloff, a former cast member of Little People, Big World, posted numerous charming photographs of her children with husband Zach Roloff, eliciting enthusiastic admiration from viewers on the family's cuteness. Tori, 35, posted many photographs on Instagram on Tuesday, July 1st, showcasing her children Jackson, 8, Lila, 5, and Josiah, 3, captured throughout June. She captioned the picture, "June, you were so good to us." The slides featured images of Jackson and Josiah playfully interacting, the three siblings in coordinated pajamas during a recent camping excursion, a picture of Lila enjoying the sun in an inflatable pool, a selfie of Tori and Zach, 35, and a family portrait encompassing all 5 members. Shortly after Tori posted the photographs, numerous fans flocked to the comments section to express their admiration for her children. "Beautiful family," one commenter remarked, while another stated, "Ah, love the picture of the 2 brothers." Expressions of joy abound. Numerous individuals have invested years in your family. Thank you for your continued sharing. Indeed, remarked a third reviewer, while a fourth added, "Stunning photographs of your family." Meanwhile, others were astonished at the rapid maturation of the children. "Oh my, where has the time gone? They are growing so quickly. Please slow down. Infants. Mine as well. Thank you for sharing your family," another individual commented. Tori provided the monthly summary merely 2 days following the publication of photographs from the family camping excursion with her sister-in-law, Audrey Roloff. "Camping trip number 2 is complete. However, I have concluded my camping endeavors." The mother of 3 captioned a photo of her children in coordinating pajamas. Audrey, 33, expressed her fatigue from the vacation, which included her husband, Jeremy Roloff, and their children, Ember, 7, Bo James, 5, Radley, 3, and Mirabella, 13 months. These 4 enjoyed an extraordinary camping experience with their cousins this weekend. "Their parents require a nap," she captioned a photo of her children. Matt Roloff, a star of Little People, Big World, has relisted the family farm for $2.9 million. Matt Roloff, a star of Little People, Big World, is prepared to bid farewell to his family farm once more. Matt, 63, has reintroduced 16 acres of the 109-acre property in Helvetia, Oregon, for $2,895,000 as per an internet listing. Matthew Tursek and Seth Murphy represent the Real Broking as agents. Matt disclosed to People on Monday, April 28th, that Roloff Farm and the old farmhouse had been a significant aspect of his life for over 30 years. This historical property was disseminated to millions globally via Little People, Big World. It contains some of the most enchanting memories and will eternally reside in my heart. Little People, Big World debuted in 2006 and has been broadcast for 25 seasons. The TLC program chronicled Matt and his former spouse Amy Roloff as they reared their offspring, comprising twins Jeremy and Zach, aged 34, Molly, aged 21, and Jacob, aged 28. Roloff family farm controversy in Little People Big World. Insights on the feud between Matt and Zach, ownership details, and additional information. Indeed, I had sincerely wished for the farm to remain within the family perpetually, but circumstances intervened, and that was not destined to occur, Matt conveyed. My children each lead remarkable lives, some managing their own farms, pursuing various projects, and nurturing their distinct aspirations, which I respect and take great pride in. Zach and Tori Roloff announced their departure from Little People Big World in February 2024, informing fans that the chapter has closed following 25 seasons. The show's future is ambiguous. A fortunate owner of Matt's cherished property will have access to several amenities. The 5-bedroom, over 5,000 square foot main mansion provides opulent living, featuring a major suite, 2 offices, a gourmet kitchen, and a home theater, as stated in the online offering. The spacious 3,600 square foot Big Red Barn is characterized as a blank canvas, capable of being converted into an ideal office, studio, workshop, or guest accommodations. The site has an outdoor pool and a stone castle, as well as a unique western town that comprises a saloon, jail, post office, and general store. The listing states it is suitable for hosting events, enhancing your brand, or merely enjoying a distinctive lifestyle. Upon validating the listing, Matt elucidated the rationale for seeking a new buyer for the property at this juncture. He initially advertised the home for sale in May 2022 at $4 million. Subsequently, Matt began marketing the property as a short-term holiday rental. As I near my 64th birthday, this elderly grandfather has discovered that simplicity is indeed superior, he stated. Currently, I derive pleasure from life's uncomplicated blessings, engaging with my cherished grandchildren, concentrating on a novel, stimulating television project, and basking in the Arizona sunshine. Jacob Roloff of Little People Big World contemplates his life a decade after departing the series. Jacob Roloff contemplated his life a decade after departing from TLC's reality series Little People Big World, noting that the contradictions were intensifying. This spring signifies the 10th anniversary of receiving my compensation from the program in which I participated for nearly a decade. At 18, I possessed the autonomy to decline the contract, which I did, and subsequently departed from home, primarily owing to my disdain for the show and reality television as a whole, Jacob, 28, articulated in a series of photos posted on Instagram on March 29th. He stated that he utilized the funds to create a world with his wife, Isabel Rock. Jacob and Isabel, both 29, welcomed their baby, Mateo Tomas, in December 2021. The former reality star expressed his gratitude that Mateo could engage in similar activities as he did throughout his childhood. Undoubtedly, the past 4 years have been enlightening in numerous aspects, both materially, acquiring proficiency in machine operation, developing my personal style, understanding agricultural systems, etc., and in hindsight, contemplating the essence of the farm devoid of a television crew. What might the farm become without television? Jacob persisted. A father disclosed that pumpkin season remained significant for Roloff Farms and conveyed his gratitude for the steadfast customers who returned annually. Jacob finally aimed to foster a more localized community space rather than excessively depending on external visitors, and to establish an intermittent venue for communal gatherings, productive activities, and utility. He closed his statement by stating, "I am thankful for the opportunity to steward this land to the best of my ability, perpetually acquiring knowledge and evolving. I can merely aspire for my farm to endure for another generation." Jacob's remarks followed closely after Isabel criticized her father-in-law, Matt Roloff, stating in a TikTok video released on March 27th that she and her husband could not afford to fully buy it from Matt. Supporters inundated the comments section with their scathing remarks directed at the 63-year-old Roloff father. Jacob is entitled to the land, as are all the children. I trust that TLC continues to compensate the children for reruns. A TikTok user stated, Viewership of the show was primarily due to the children, alluding to Jacob and his brothers Zach Roloff, Jeremy Roloff, and Molly Roloff. Isabel responded, "They certainly do not compensate the children for reruns, haha." Another individual remarked, "If I possessed all that land, I would simply bequeath it to my children. I prefer to retain it inside the family rather than sell it to an unrelated individual who might lack sentimental attachment to it." Isabel then replied, "We all share the same sentiment," laughing out loud. Viewers of Little People, Big World are certainly aware that Jacob, Zach, 34, and Jeremy, 34, all expressed interest in acquiring Roloff farms from their father. Nevertheless, he opted to sell a segment of the property. In May 2022, Matt listed the home for $4 million, resulting in a dispute between him, Zach, and Zach's wife, Tori Roloff. Following Zach and Tori's relocation to Washington, Matt has oscillated between listing the farm for sale and retracting it from the market. In February 2024, he declared his intention to bequeath the land to his ex-wife, Amy Roloff. LPBW's Matt Roloff displays unruly hair following 2-month hiatus from social media. Embracing my optimal life. New year, new Matt? Matt Roloff, a star of Little People, Big World, returned to Instagram following a 2-month hiatus from social media, apparently unveiling a striking new hairstyle. The 63-year-old TLC personality posted a shirtless close-up photograph of himself in the ocean, with a beach and palm trees in the backdrop, on the social media platform on Tuesday, January 7th. Matt's formerly short gray hair has grown to shoulder length and is fashioned in opulent waves. Nevertheless, he exhibited a luminescence around his head, suggesting that the hair was altered or AI-generated. "Enjoying my optimal existence." Matt inscribed over the snapshot. In the caption, he stated, "Living and loving life." Commenters expressed confusion on Matt's new look and questioned the authenticity of his hair. "Is that genuinely your hair, or merely a meme?" One fan inquired, while another commented, "Is it a wig? Economizing on haircuts?" A third user inquired, "Is Cody Brown your sibling?" Another individual jested, alluding to a fellow TLC celebrity from Sister Wives notoriety. Cody, 55, is renowned for his shoulder-length, tightly curled hair. Some people likened him to British musician Rod Stewart, while another individual remarked that he resembled Albert Einstein. Matt's most recent Instagram image, dated November 2024, depicted the reality star enjoying leisure time in a coastal location, with a body of water and a boat visible in the backdrop. He donned an orange t-shirt and a hat, with his customary short hair beneath, suggesting that the longer hair was artificial. Socializing at the Soggy Dollar Bar in the British Virgin Islands, he captioned the photograph. Matt's journey to the Caribbean follows the cancellation of his family's TLC series after 25 seasons. Although the network has not formally announced the show's cancellation, a source exclusively informed In Touch in November 2024 that it has concluded, and the Roloffs had a significant sense of relief. Matt Roloff was the sole individual desiring to return for an additional season. "All others completed their tasks long ago," stated the source. They are pleased to have concluded the show, yet they continue to contend with the emotional remnants of years spent in front of the camera. Their identities are now universally recognized. Individuals are recognized wherever they travel, which might be disconcerting. Over the years, Matt and his ex-wife Amy Roloff have had 4 children: Jeremy Roloff, Zach Roloff, and Molly Roloff.